Joining us now live, law enforcement analyst and former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer, along with Colby Hall, NewsNation contributor and founding editor of Mediaite. So the Ohio governor had not yet started his press briefing when Evan started his live report, shortly after the governor begins. Now, we wanted to compare the live shot to the exact time codes of the body cam footage with Evan's perspective as he's reporting live. So, Colby, I'd love to start with you. You know what it's like to be out in the field on these live shots. Is it possible Evan didn't even realize what was happening while he was giving his report before things began to escalate?
Absolutely. The whole thing is absurd, and you're taking a step back. I mean, rarely do you see video that shows the distinction between an authoritarian approach and free speech. Evan is a consummate pro, and you can tell as he's wrapping up. You're on live television. You can't just suddenly dip. You have to sort of give a 20-second conclusion and wrap up. So Evan was actually not only being a professional on air, but he was doing exactly what the authorities were asking him to do. And yet that wasn't enough. So, of course, he was told to wrap it up. He wrapped it up. And, as a result, somehow these authorities, these officials weren't happy enough with what he did. And he stood his ground as well he should. And, I said yesterday that Americans should be outraged. Every time I see this, I'm more and more upset by it, especially given that this body cam footage reveals that the statement from the police department was filled with lies. So I'm glad that Evan got out of jail, and I think he's been supported wonderfully by most journalists. But this whole thing is a joke and really embarrassing to the local authorities in Columbiana County, Ohio.
And we're happy to report that Evan is doing well. And thank you, Colby, for giving us some perspective on all of this. So, Jennifer, you've had an impressive career in law enforcement. What's your opinion of how these officers conducted themselves during this altercation as we see this new body cam video?
Well, the bottom line is, for our police officers, they have a lot of power, and with that, they need to be very careful with how they wield that. In this situation, they escalate the situation instead of de-escalating it. There's a shove initially, which obviously is escalating the situation. The commander, I believe, who had the white shirt on, commander meaning the person in charge of making the decisions for this protection detail, he gets so close to Lambert. Instead of keeping his distance, instead of calming things down, what should have happened is they should have said, listen, we're going to have a speech take place. I need you to please move over here, your equipment and yourself, and if you could not report until that concludes. Something like that, a discussion. Instead, it's completely escalated, completely elevated, hands-on, he's taken out. And it's hard for me to watch, having been on these protection details. The number one thing you should be concerned about is protection of the individual. Number two is obviously keeping peace within the situation. But instead of keeping peace, they weren't. And look at all these officials who should have had other jobs, watching doorways, doing other things. Instead, they're completely consumed with Mr. Lambert.
So a quick follow-up to that, Jennifer, I'd love to get your perspective on this. Do you expect this department will continue to pursue these charges, even with the governor saying that he had the right to be there? Evan did. What do you see happening next in this case?
Well, the proper thing that should happen, in my opinion, is they need to completely get rid of these charges. However, in reading their statement, it doesn't seem like they are headed in that direction. I am really hopeful that they look at the totality of how things escalated to this degree of force and this degree of handcuffing technique. Usually you give an individual the opportunity to compliantly handcuff them if you're even going to make that choice in this situation. That wasn't even afforded. In other words, Mr. Lambert, put your hands behind your back and cuff. Instead, he's actually driven to the ground as you would effect an arrest against, a drug dealer or a violent criminal. This was just escalated beyond what should happen. And Kelly, if I could say this too, They have capstun. They have nightsticks often. They have guns. The whole reason you want to de-escalate and bring things down is you never want them to escalate up. Thankfully, this didn't get to that degree, but it still became hands-on.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.